happens to Ñnamdi Kanu while he is in detention, the sky will not fall. The news details. Mazi Ñnamdi Kanu is insignificant in comparison to Nicolas Sturgeon and Nigel Farage. Mazi Ñnamdi Kanu, Nigel Paul Farage, is a politician from the United Kingdom. He served in the Ethiopian parliament for nearly a decade, from 1999 to 2020. His political venture did not pit him against his homeland. He pursued the Brexit path within acceptable parameters and with admirable dexterity. Nicolas Sturgeon is a British politician serving as the First Minister of Scotland, as well as the leader of the Scottish National Party. She has been a member of the Scottish Parliament since 1999, while she is pursuing for another referendum to make Scotland a sovereign state. She understands that her party owns the narratives, but the initiative, but does not have the final say over when a referendum will take place. The final say lies with the UK government, and it is looking very unlikely that Prime Minister Boris Johnson will allow a new referendum for Scotland to decide whether they break away from the UK or not. The number of pro-independent Scottish parliamentarians notwithstanding, Nicolas Sturgeon does not have anything in common with Ñnamdi Kanu. She and Nigel Farage do not share any similarities with Ñnamdi Kanu. They have not vilified their country in any way. They have not deliberately undermined the peace and harmony of their country, as we see in the case of Ñnamdi Kanu. And lastly, they have not been charged with treason as Ñnamdi Kanu has. For anyone to compare the duo to Ñnamdi Kanu is an attempt to dress a rabble-rouser with a kingly garb. What Ñnamdi Kanu did in his bid to create the Biafran state from Nigeria will earn him treasonable charges elsewhere. In September 2017, a good number of regional officials in Barcelona were arrested in connection with a planned vote on Catalan independence. A vote was planned for October 1st of that year. If Spain has asked someone like Ñnamdi Kanu, what do you think will happen to him? The answer to the rhetorical question of what Biafrans would do if something happens to Ñnamdi Kanu while in government custodies is something that is already going on in the East. Firstly, his supporters will intensify their agitations. Second, the killings and destruction that are happening in the southeast are mostly placed at the feet of the indigenous people of Biafra and will increase only in Igbo land. The non-selective killings and destruction will continue. The third thing that will inevitably follow is the deployment of the Nigerian military. Those who are killing and burning down villages in the southeast will not be able to defeat the Nigerian military. There will be a genocide protest. There will be peace and quiet after that. History will repeat itself once more. Everyone will be calculating their losses. The process of rebuilding, reconciling, and reintegrating people will begin. This is a well-worn path, one that we must do everything in our power to avoid at all costs. Those who support Biafra should use more civil and acceptable means to achieve their goals. Our collective dreams can be realized within the Nigerian state. We simply need to apply pressure to the system in the right places and in the right way. In the past, Ipob detainees in Nigeria have died while in detention. It was heartbreaking and painful, but the sky did not fall. In detention, late Chief MKO Abiola and late General Shehu Musa Yaradua died. Nigeria chose to proceed without further delay. Ñnamdi Kanu is in detention, just like them. It's the only thing they have in common. But God forbid something bad should happen to Kanu. We need him to face his trial and live through the consequences. This is coming when they say if anything happens to Ñnamdi Kanu while he's in detention, the sky will not fall. The past detainees that has Ipob, some died while in the detention, and the sky did not fall. So if anything happened to Ñnamdi Kanu, the sky will not also fall. But the supporters, what they are going to do, even before, while Ñnamdi Kanu is in detention, we knew about the hotness, the degree of hotness that is happening in the southeast, the killings and so on. So if anything happens to Ñnamdi Kanu while in detention, firstly, his supporters will intensify their agitation. The agitation will be so loud, will be so intensified that it will be more stronger than now. They will keep on agitating day in, day out, and forcing the Southeasterns to do what they said they should do. Second, the killings and destruction will continue to happen. It will increase only in Igbo land. The killings and destruction in the southeast, which is placed at the feet of the indigenous people of Biafra, will increase only in Igbo land. The non-selective killings and destruction will continue. The bloodbaths, the killings, the destruction of properties, burning down of properties, destroying and burning down of security operatives offices will be so rampant, and it will increase because the Ipob members will not take it easy. The third thing that will happen is inevitably follow is the deployment of the Nigerian military. Next thing is the Nigerian military will be deployed to the southeast, and the Southeasterns will not be able to defeat the Nigerian military. Those who are killing and burning down villages will not be able to defeat the Nigerian military. There will be peace, and the state will be calm, and history will repeat itself again. Although everyone will be calculating their losses, the process of rebuilding, reconciling, and mitigating will begin all over. This is a well-worn path. One thing we must do is that everything in our power is to avoid at all costs. We should make sure that the Biafran leader is safe in the detention. Thank you, my listeners, for listening. Do have a good day, and God bless you all.